So let's see if we can get a similar idea here. Now I chose, and all these charts that I'm using right here, all these charts that I'm using are what your fourth project has you creating. So your fourth project is getting into Excel and making charts, pie charts, histograms, scatter plots, all those kinds of things, which hopefully will come in handy in some of the other classes where you have to actually do these things. So anyway, this is a pie chart. What it's going to do is it's going to roll dice for us. Right now it rolled 1, it rolled a 3, 100% of the pie chart is therefore 3, which is this kind of greenish yellow color. I can then roll another die, and I got a 3 again. Roll again. That time I got, let's say, a 4. And then we'll do 2 more. So right now, I rolled 6 rolls. I got 2 3s, 2 4s, a 1, and it looks like a 5. So right away, you dispel the myth that when you roll a die, you have a 1 in 6 chance of getting a 3. That means every time you roll a die 6 times, you get a 3. Isn't necessarily true. We got 2 3s this time, didn't we? And we got no 6s. 6 also has a chance of 1 in 6. So what does the 1 in 6 mean again? Over time. How does time simulated? By the stapler and holding down the F9 button. No 6. Oh, there's 6. What do you see is happening? Oh, I should stop this at 332, shouldn't I? Hang on. There's us. There's us. That's what we just did. Look at those probabilities. Look at ours. They're just about off in the same way, aren't they? Look, 19, 14, 18, 20, 17, 14, 20, 19, 14, 13, 20. Essentially the same. But visually, look at that. Now the 6 is still shy, isn't it? The 6 is still shy. Here we go.
It's like watching evolution.
It's exactly what it's like watching. Nick! Best comment I've heard in 20 years about this. It's like watching evolution. Freaking awesome. It's exactly what it is. It's exactly like watching evolution. This is what Darwin was talking about. Probability. It takes a long damn time, but there's a reason why some of those birds on the island have beaks that go like this. Because they're the ones that can find food and eat it. And the ones that had beaks that were shaped like this just got dehydrated and died. Yeah, it's exactly like watching evolution. Best comment ever about this. So look, we're at about 1,500 trials. Look at these numbers. Look, we're still ahead with the 1s, yeah? We're still ahead with the 1s. There's still too many 1s showing on average. But what's going to happen? They're going to get caught up. This is why you can't go into a casino and sit next to the cute little old lady who's pulling and not waiting to pull her, not waiting to pull her, not waiting to pull her, and as she gets up, don't storm her machine because the machine is due. Because you have no idea when it's going to pay out. It doesn't mean it's going to pay out next. It could be one of those strings of heads or tails, yeah? Yeah? Look, oh, it finally just dropped. But that entire time, it might go back up again too, depending on how close it is to, but look at
the only one that's different is 3.
now, and you have to remember too, that 16%, these are all rounded off. These are all rounded off. These 17s might be closer than that 16, or the 16 would be closer to 17, 2.1666666 repeating. Let's take a look at that real quick. Hang on, see if we can get a little bit of a look here. Is it this? No, it's this. There we go. There's some more decimals for you to play with. Now what's cool about this is if you let that thing play, eventually the 6s will stabilize right here, and then the next 6s will dance, and then they'll stabilize.
How long?
It's like watching code, exactly.
How long does it take for all of them to stabilize?
Did you hear that question? Nick, just keep it going today, baby. I wish class wasn't over. His question was, how long will it take until they all stabilize? My answer back to that is, what do you mean by stabilize? Because there's always a chance that something could be interrupted. It's called the monkey typewriter problem. If you give an infinite number of monkeys, each a typewriter, and allow them to slam away for an infinite length of time, eventually you will get Hamlet by Shakespeare. No. It has to happen. It has to happen because that Hamlet is one sequence of randomly generated values. Not the way Shakespeare did it. But if you give an infinite number of monkeys, each a typewriter, and give them infinite amount of time, then one of them will generate Hamlet at some point. And if you were watching that, you'd be like, holy crap. But you'd have to be watching that monkey at that time with that typewriter. That's why it's a hard question to answer, Nick. You can do a mathematical approximation using something called limit bounds. And that's kind of what we do at 243. It's more of like a calculus type question. Fantastic.
Hamlet has several hundred thousand figure numbers.
Exactly. But you'd still get the text of Hamlet at some point. Who knows when? I don't know. Cool. Oh look, we're still not there yet though, Nick. We're still not there. We're still wrestling with 17 and 15 here. All right, that's all for today. Next time we'll add dice. If you guys could bring the dice back up here, we'll play them again next time. Good stuff. Good stuff.
I don't know why these were there.
Matches? I don't know either. That's good though. Always good to have some matches in the classroom, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Right there under the oh, let's get these back next to this. You got it, Chili. Yes, sir. Take care of yourself and go out desk out your way. You good?
I'm curious about the out class.
When you can get it to me, man.
Well, I don't have.
Oh, it's posted. It's still posted.
Oh,
I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's back in. I didn't do last week. Yeah, it's still the in class. You don't have it at all. It's the out of class. It's still available online. The in class, just email. We'll figure out the time. Build up right now. Okay, up. Get it back, Brian.
So the quiz that, like the quiz that
I had 2 quizzes last week. You can turn it this week.
well, like here's the exponential growth and then
And then the exponential review. Those are
I
the ones.
think I did both.
Oh, you did, and you turned them in last week.
Yeah.
And we still have them. I'll get it back to you as soon as I
I
can.
think I did. I think I have to check. I have to check.
That's okay. If you don't, bring them in on Wednesday.
Oh, I have no clue.
All right.
I have no clue.
I haven't done it. I mean, I would worked on it in class.
It's not done for me. I think we worked in class on it and then
Yeah.
We worked on it in class.
Remember, quizzes are
Well,
optional.
mine's not done,
Turn
so.
it in. That's okay.
What map are you going to next? Or is this your final stop?
Oh, I only have one class. I have one
I
class
don't,
today,
but if you
so
email me, I can either write one for you or
I
find
meant
one
like
for you.
winter
Make it
term
much
where you
time.
signed up for any.
Just send me an email. No,
Math
it'll be
classes.
video.
Yeah, math 111, but I'm doing it online.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's my
You still
first
remember?
English class, but
Oh, all right.
the
Send me an email, we'll find something for you, or make something for you.
time that
got it, Brittany.
they have for math 111,
Well, I wanted to
they
know
don't
what
fit in with my
the
morning
two
schedule.
means.
My daughter goes to
It means,
school.
I mean, you gave me the
She's
general, the
4,
generality,
she's a head
yes,
start.
it's changed, but
But
if he gains
she goes to
2
school
pounds
from 8
each
to
month.
noon, but my other
That's all.
kids get on the bus at 8:15. Then the first class is at 8:25. I don't want to be showing up late
All good.
every.
All good.
Yeah, so I'll already do that.
That's
Your dad doesn't
just
work for
not
DuPont, does
so-
he?
He does.
Oh my
Show
god,
up.
my
Maybe
boyfriend's
55
dad is a
minutes
chemical
late.
engineer for DuPont.
My dad's a mechanic.
Could have tried
Mechanic.
it.
They probably know each other.
See, you
Ask
the
him if he
online
knows Tom
orientation.
Regan.
Tom
Regan.
Regan.
Tom Regan.
You remember that name? Because I'll forget
Yeah,
it.
My mom
that's
did an online
hilarious.
class.
In Delaware.
In Delaware.
Delaware,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's where my
It
boyfriend
kind of
says.
sounds not being.
I know, that's crazy. You said that, but I thought he works for
Yeah,
DuPont.
it's a little
Like
tiny
nowhere else to
family.
work.
Little tiny
Yeah.
family. My mom worked there. My dad works there.
That's
So
so
that's
cool.
it. Tom
Okay.
Regan.
I
Send me that note.
I
Awesome.
can't look at that.
Asani.
What was I gonna say? My mom did an online class, and she said she hated that she couldn't go into a teacher and be like, I don't understand.
What would keep that from not landing on
Fortunately,
these
they have
points?
the math lab, so
Yeah.
I can come in.
Okay.
You know, it was either that
But
or
when it comes to
temperature,
wrestling, it's
I mean,
sitting up on
right?
it.
And
We
you
can
don't wanna
define
do
that edge
Especially
as
with
the side
math. We don't wanna
there.
do
That's what we're talking about. I have to visualize it.
I'm sure you're
I've
gonna
done,
be good.
I've done
Right.
math every single term since I started, and I have one math class left for my transfer degree, and that's next term, and I just kind of sort of want to have it done.
That was a horrible
Be done with my math. I don't want to be dealing with math anymore for a
So
while. I have a couple of stats classes I have to take for my, when I transfer, and I'll probably take those here, but I want to focus on
You won't
some
have
other
to.
stuff first.
Because here's the deal. I see what you're saying, Asani. Let's make it simple. Let's make it to be or not to be. Let's say we're looking for that particular sentence.
What I'm
There are going to
doing
be
now.
tons of
So-
places in the code where it's to be or not to buy, to be or knit to be, toi be or not to be. So there's no need to delete key. But at some point, there's going to be a strand that says to be or not to be. And probably more than one place.
Oh yeah, I was saying in that circumstance.
When I dropped my technical writing classes, I was sick, when, you know, I was really sick with coffee, and I came to
Yeah.
this class because I knew I couldn't miss this stuff.
Oh,
But I didn't.
you're putting real constraints constraints on a very, very, in a very, very good way. I'm talking theoretically. If we let that thing go off to infinity, those sixes are gonna stabilize, the sixes are gonna stabilize, the sixes are gonna stabilize. This question can't be answered because you have to actually, it can be answered within reason, within limits, but it gets away from us pretty quickly too,
Basically,
though.
we're doing,
Just stop.
next term is
Just
gonna
stop around with
be,
that. So
the syllabus is almost exactly the
Chris, what's up?
same as this term, so. And I've got her, I signed up for her again.
That's what it's like, I was just saying. He got the same solution basically.
I wish
Football.
Becky was teaching
Football
the
is like a
one
stick.
class that I'm
The trick with
doing.
that would just be having a roll in, just roll it along its edge
I
like
can't
that,
even
like
remember
a
at
triangle.
this point.
Well, my son
No, totally,
did
totally. The
111.
reason I let it go is because in my mind that's a five-sided
My
stick.
son's already done it.
Because it has
It
edge,
doesn't
it has
matter.
ends. But I wasn't thinking, Hassani said tape the ends down to points.
He's already taken that.
That way, right, exactly. I was thinking it was a prism, not a football.
Because
So I was thinking of a triangle and then three rectangular sides, but you guys maybe solve the problem.
I didn't
Thank
make it
you.
to school, we have some stuff.
Beautiful.
going on.
We have to build that now.
But I didn't